everyone and welcome back to Future Cars Update, the place where we explore cars from the past, present, and future, bringing you detailed reviews, expert insights, and honest opinions to help you stay informed and entertained. If you love cars as much as we do, make sure to stick around because today we're diving into a compact SUV that made quite a mark when it arrived on the scene. We're talking about the 2019 Suzuki Vitara, a vehicle that blends practicality, reliability, and a touch of off-road ability into a well-rounded package. The 2019 Suzuki Vitara was an updated version of the fourth-generation model, which originally debuted in 2015. It came with a refreshed design, improved safety features, and new engine options that made it more appealing in the highly competitive compact SUV segment. This is a vehicle that caters to a wide audience: young professionals, small families, and even older buyers looking for a high seating position and decent road presence. On the outside, the Vitara retained its compact, boxy silhouette but with subtle updates that made it look fresher and more refined. The front grille received a more modern design with vertical slats and chrome accents. The bumper was re-sculpted and included new LED daytime running lights and fog lamps for a more aggressive front fascia. At the back, the LED taillights were redesigned and given a more premium look. It wasn't a radical departure from the previous model, but it was enough to keep the design competitive and attractive. The Vitara's dimensions made it perfect for urban environments while still offering the versatility to go off the beaten path. It measured around 4.2 meters in length, which means it was small enough to park in tight spaces but big enough to feel like a proper SUV. Ground clearance of approximately 185 mm also gave it some capability on rougher terrain, especially when equipped with Suzuki's all-grip all-wheel drive system. Now, moving to the interior, Suzuki made some noticeable upgrades in the 2019 Vitara. While it didn't offer the most luxurious cabin in its class, it did get the job done in terms of comfort and practicality. Soft touch materials were introduced on the dashboard to improve perceived quality, and the seat fabrics and trims were updated depending on the variant. The design was simple, clean, and user-friendly, which made it an ideal car for daily commuting. The infotainment system featured a 7-inch touchscreen that supported Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in higher trims. The interface was fairly intuitive, and while it wasn't the fastest or most modern system out there, it included essentials like Bluetooth connectivity, navigation, and USB ports. The instrument cluster was also updated with a colored central display that provided information such as fuel efficiency, trip data, and more. In terms of space, the Vitara offered decent legroom and headroom for both front and rear passengers. The rear seats could comfortably accommodate 2 adults or 3 kids, and the 375-liter boot was enough for a couple of suitcases or a weekly grocery run. Folding the rear seats down opened up over 1,000 liters of cargo space, which added to the car's practicality. Under the hood, Suzuki offered a few engine options for the 2019 Vitara, depending on the market. The most notable change was the introduction of the 1.0-liter and 1.4-liter booster jet turbocharged petrol engines, which replaced the older naturally aspirated engines. The 1.0-liter 3-cylinder booster jet produced around 111 horsepower and was surprisingly heavy for its size. It delivered good fuel economy and low emissions, making it a great choice for city driving. The 1.4-liter booster jet, on the other hand, delivered 140 horsepower and was available with both front-wheel and all-wheel drive. It offered stronger acceleration and was a better fit for those who wanted a more engaging driving experience. Transmission options included a 5-speed manual, 6-speed manual, and a 6-speed automatic, depending on the engine and variant. One of the key selling points of the Vitara was Suzuki's all-grip select all-wheel drive system, which offered 4 modes: Auto, Sport, Snow, and Lock. This system allowed the driver to choose the best setting for different driving conditions, making the Vitara a surprisingly capable SUV on snow-covered roads, gravel, or even light off-road trails. It wasn't a hardcore off-roader, but it could certainly handle more than the average city crossover. Fuel economy figures were also impressive. The 1.0-liter booster jet could deliver around 18 to 20 km per liter, depending on driving conditions and transmission type, while the 1.4-liter engine managed around 15 to 17 km per liter. These numbers made the Vitara a budget-friendly choice in terms of running costs. Safety was another area where Suzuki improved the 2019 Vitara. The car came equipped with a host of features including dual front airbags, side and curtain airbags, ABS with EBD, stability control, hill hold control, and rear parking sensors. Higher variants offered even more advanced features like lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and autonomous emergency braking. These additions made the Vitara one of the safer options in its class and helped it earn a solid safety rating in crash tests. Now let's talk pricing. At launch in 2019, the Suzuki Vitara was competitively priced in most markets. In Europe, base models started at around €18,000 and went up to €25,000 for fully loaded versions with all-wheel drive. In markets like India or Southeast Asia, pricing was slightly lower due to local manufacturing and tax benefits. In Pakistan, where it was also available as a CBU import, the price hovered around 3 Pakistani rupees and 50 paise to 4.5 million, depending on the variant and features. In the used car market today, the 2019 Vitara holds decent resale value, primarily due to its reliability, low maintenance costs, and strong brand reputation. It appeals to buyers looking for an affordable, dependable SUV with a good mix of features and practicality. To sum it all up, the 2019 Suzuki Vitara is a compact SUV that delivers where it matters. It may not have the flashiest design or the most luxurious interior, but it offers solid build quality, efficient engines, smart safety features, and enough comfort and space for everyday use. Whether you're commuting in the city, taking a weekend trip, or driving through light snow or rough roads, the Vitara does it all with confidence and ease. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2019 Suzuki Vitara, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep your engines running.